Hey y'all, I'm William from Latitude. Welcome to the platform. Today we're going to be looking at our playground. You're going to see what all you can do with the playground, and so you can feel more comfortable when you start making your own prompts. Alrighty, so on the top left you have our version control. Now if we make a click here, where you can see we're on version 7 right now. If we hit publish new version, we'll be given the option to publish this version, and we have a few things we can do. We can give it a name, we can give it a description, and we can also check the changes that have been made here. We've also seen that there was trigger changes here. We've made no changes, so nothing will appear there. Alrighty, you have the option here to publish this new version. All that does is solidify that version and then make it the one that's running and accessible to your triggers and your API. Cool. Next, we're going to go to home. Home here, you'll see two things. You'll see your parameters and your triggers. As you can see here, the parameters and triggers are actually influenced by the prompt that you've set as your main prompt. And you're going to be able to set something as your main prompt by clicking this arrow right here. You can see we have a subagent here, and if we click the arrow, we'll be setting our subagent as the main prompt, and its parameters will appear here in the home section. All right, let's go back here, and let's head to the run section. Now, in the run section, you have the history of every time you've run the prompt or the prompt has been run. So here we have a production section. You can see that we haven't run this prompt in production yet, so there's no logs. And we have here the playground section. If we go to the playground section, you can see the history of the runs that have been done in the playground. You can click on those runs, you can see the cost, you can see the tokens, and you can see the time elapsed. Now, we can also scroll down and we can see the answer the prompt gave in that situation. Alrighty, that's a brief analysis of the runs. Let's head to analytics. In the analytics section, you're going to be able to see some cumulative information about your prompt, about runs, about tokens, about cost. Here you have your logs for everything. You have the logs over time, you have your number of prompts, you have your total tokens, total logs, total cost. In this evaluation sections, you have the number of evaluations you've configured, including the ones you've deleted. You have your total results for evaluations, and then cost for evaluations as well. Now we're going to head over here to the history section. This history section has to do with version control, and you can go through and you can look at every single version of the prompt that you've had in the past, and you can go and click on those versions and see the changes that correspond to that version. Awesome. So now we're going to go back to our prompt. We're going to see what the playground offers us related to the prompt itself. Okay, if you go here, we have a couple sections. We have this middle section here where we have an editor and a preview. The rest, evaluations, experiments, and logs, will be touched in other videos. And over here on the right, you're going to see how you can experiment with different aspects of your prompt and give and take away certain capabilities. For example, we're going to go here on the left, and you can see that we can go here and change certain more technical features of the prompt, such as temperature, max steps, and max tokens per steps. We can go here and also change to a simple editor. In this simple version, we can work with a more readable version of the prompt. Below the editor settings, you have the ability to change the provider and the model. So if we switch, for example, to Anthropic, we can choose an Anthropic model, or to OpenAI, we can choose an OpenAI model. We also have the configured triggers we have, and also the ability to add triggers. When you add a trigger, you are given the option between the native triggers that we offer, and also the triggers for the external services we support. Next, we have tools. And for tools, it's a lot of the same thing. We have our own native tools that we offer, and then we have all of the tools that are offered by the services that we support. Next, we have subagents. So if you have any configured subagents, you can go here and you can enable them within a prompt. That will basically give your prompt access to those subagents as tools. All right, the next section we're going to look at is this down here. If you click down here, you have access to our prompt and copilot Latte. And what Latte can do is create prompts, edit them, and also give you information about the platform. All you have to do is type that information into this text box and then send it off, and Latte will handle your request. All right, finally, if you go up here in the top right, we can deploy the prompt. This will give you different instructions for deploying the prompt with the current SDK you're using. So that's all for the playground. I hope you found this useful, and take care.